This 3D game is playable, this landing page works, pricing toggle and all. Both were generated by a free model called Hy3. Hy3 is a huge open source AI model from Tencent, and right now you can use it completely free through OpenRouter. That free access ends on July 21st, 2026. After that you need to pay a small amount of money. I'll talk about all those things in the later part of the video. In this video, we'll run 2 real tests using this model and try to compare to the expensive models. And I'll show you exactly what this model is and how to set it up in your own system. If this sounds good, let's get into the video. Okay, currently I'm in Hy3 demo en folder. I'll start a new session. So here, as you can see, I already connected my OpenRouter and selected the Hy3 model. We have a bunch of other models. You can use it for free, but today we are gonna concentrate and test Hy3 model. So let me paste the prompt here. So this is the prompt for a landing page. Build a complete one-page landing page for a fictional SaaS product called ClipNote, an AI tool that turns long videos into short clips. So all those things, I gave a simple prompt about 6-7 lines. It will automatically generate. And also let's test another model. Let's open a new tab here and let's select Sonnet 5. As you can see, here is the Sonnet 5 model, and let's paste the same prompt. Let's hit send here and let's hit send here. So once it is done, we can see the output right here. Hy3 is already started, but Sonnet is actually thinking. We can compare the outputs once we get it. Okay, look. So this is the output generated by Hy3, and this is the output generated by Sonnet 5. Both are looking exactly similar, but one is charging us quite a bit of money, but this Hy3 is charging none. The animation, the colors, everything is actually looking good. If we click on here, it is auto scrolling, and also the full landing page is good. And even if we click that, this animation is also cool. As you can see here, the plus sign is going into cross, and then if we click on the cross, it is closing up. But as you can see here, we have some misalignment, the logo placing and stuff like that. But overall, it is actually good for what it is costing us. Let's go to this Sonnet 5. Actually, Sonnet managed to put a C as the logo, but here Hy3 didn't do anything like that. But the animation, everything is same, but Sonnet gave a little bit of a polished output, and the output is looking sharp. This thing will be the common thing whenever you generate a website or whenever you generate a landing page using Claude models. This will be the standard thing. And this hover animation is also actually good. I think both are actually doing a similar job. Only the thing is this Sonnet 5 is using more gradient colors. But we can definitely say this is an AI generated website on the first go, but we didn't tweak anything. We just gave one short prompt and got this output. This is actually cool in Sonnet, and both are actually doing the same thing. As I told you, the gradient is much more better in Sonnet. That's it. And the pricing, the cards, and most popular, and even here it says the same thing. But overall, a little bit of better design compared to Hy3, but everything is okay. I like this actually. So this testimonials and this review part is actually good in Sonnet 3 compared to Hy3. As you can see, this is more professional compared to that Hy3 part. Oh, okay. And again, as you can see, this part is also a little bit more polished in Sonnet 5's output. Next, coming to this footer part, actually the separation and the card here is good compared to Hy3. Here everything like it went seamlessly in the same page with no separation for the header, footer, and body, so stuff like that. Everything followed the same thing, but we have thin line to separate the footer part. But overall, definitely Sonnet did a better job. But as you can see, let's go to the price. I don't know why it called 4 times. Overall, it charged us about, so here it charged about 1 cent, and here we can consider as about half a cent. So about it is charging $0.15 or something like that for this output. But of course, Hy3 didn't charge us anymore. Let's check the token usage. Okay, this is the Hy3 free model, and it used about 21,838 tokens, but it also includes this open it command. Okay, when we do something like this, it automatically pulls the previous context. So but here we didn't do that. but again it took about 34,135 tokens. And also as you can see, Sonnet wrote about more than 1,000 lines of code, but here it wrote about 457 lines. I don't know why Sonnet wrote those many lines. Maybe it focused more on the CSS part, or I don't know what it actually did. But here it is under 500 lines, which is actually way less compared to what Sonnet 5 did. About 50% less code. Okay, that is the first test. Now let me get the second prompt. We'll actually create a 3D playable game. Okay, look, here is the prompt. I gave create a playable 3D endless browser running game in a single self-contained HTML file using 3.js loaded from a CDN and stuff like that. I gave all those things. And also at the end, I told save as 3D game hy3.html. And here I asked it to save as 3D game zone5.html. But the prompt is same. I'm giving in the same chat. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me add a new chat and then give the prompt. So here we are putting it in default. We are not cycling through the thinking effort. Let's send this prompt, and here let's send this prompt as well in Hy3. Definitely, I am pretty sure Hy3 will finish quicker compared to Sonnet, because it's first thinking more. It is spending more time on thinking than Hy3. Okay, so both are done. As you can see, this is from Sonnet 5. 3D games on 5, and here is from Hy3. Again, Hy3 is generating in the same AI slop colors, but that's fine. But let's try to play, and let's go to Sonnet 5. Okay, here it is not automatically getting started. It is going when we click anything, but there on Hy3 it is automatically getting started. Okay, the scoring part is different. Here Sonnet is giving something different compared to what Hy3 is giving. Hy3 is giving. And also the blocks are way more than compared to what Sonnet is putting here, right? So definitely the output from Sonnet here is better and much more playable actually. And also the game looks much more polished in Hy3, so Sonnet 5. And also as you can see at the top right corner, we have the speed numbers as well. Overall, again, let's give it up to Sonnet, but again we'll go to the cost part. This time Sonnet took about 3,000, around 11 to 12,000 tokens. But I don't know why it is calling this many times, and also I don't know why Nano Banana 2 model was called. Okay, I asked to the Sonnet thing, but it didn't. It is saying I didn't call any image model, but I don't know why I'm seeing the Nano Banana model here. I'll figure it out later. But it is what it is. As you can see, the outputs are quite a bit different. But Hy3 is actually delivering 85 to 90% of the job what paid models are actually doing, right? So how to set this up? I'm using opencode. You can do this like you can go to opencode and download the app. It is free open source AI coding agent. You can download for Windows, Mac and Linux as well. As soon as you download, you'll see an interface something like this. Let me close this actually. If I close this, you will see something like this, and you can go to the settings and connect the models. You can go to the providers, and here I connected my OpenRouter API key. To do that, you have to go to OpenRouter. It is basically the marketplace for all the LLMs. You can just click on get API key. You will get signed in, and as you can see, I added my API key. Just click on new create, give it names and get the API key, copy that and go to opencode, and you can give it here. If you click on connect, you have to pay something like this and click on continue. That is how you will connect the model. And here you need to put some credits. Currently I have about $2 of credits, but you can put about $5, then you'll be good. Unless until you use the top tier models like Opus 4.8 or something, Fable 5, then credits will go like crazy. But if you use cheap models like Hy3, DeepSeek V4 Pro, Minimax, DLM, so if these models consume way less tokens, and these are a little bit cheaper to use. So in that way you need to connect to opencode and you can build whatever you need. Okay, so what actually is Hy3? Hy3 is a Chinese from Tencent company. You might already know this company, It is one of the biggest tech companies in the world. So they open sourced this model on July 6 with Apache 2 license, no usage restriction. You can use this commercially if you want to use, you can use it. So the free window on OpenRouter is until July 21st. You can, after that it costs about very tiny amount for about 14 cents for 1 million input tokens and 58 cents per million output tokens. This actually has a 262,000 context window, which is actually good enough to build something. As you can see, currently it is free until July 21st. So this is a mixer of experts model. So what that actually mean? A mixer of expert is nothing but, let's say we have a kitchen, and in that we have about 192 chefs, but to cook one dish it only calls 8 people who are experts in cooking that particular dish. So we'll have always on expert, like 192 plus 1 expert. This expert will route the model. Like if you, based on what you are asking, if you tell to write a code, it routes to that particular models. And if you tell to write a simple story, then it won't use those many things. It will call all the specialists whenever it needed. So only 21 billion parameters will be active at one single time. That is the reason this model is cheap to use, and also it consumes way less tokens. Okay, so we are getting this model for free. Actually not free, we are trading something that is much more valuable, that is data. Whatever you talk through this model, it goes to Tencent servers. Whether it is free or paid doesn't matter, because this is hosted on OpenRouter, it passes through. Whatever the model you use on cloud, so technically this is an open source model. You can download the model weights and host it on your local system, but now we are using it on OpenRouter, which is cloud, so that we have to send our prompts to the servers. So that is what actually we are trading. And but anyway, if you are doing something which is not dealing with a lot of sensitive stuff, you can try using this model. The only thing is you might need to prompt this a couple more times compared to what the top models do. So that's the only cost. And after July 21st, it cost very little. So for some tasks, this model is actually very useful. We have some other models like DeepSeek V4 and stuff like that, but this was open sourced recently, so I just wanna cover this in the video. So that is all about video. If you like this video, like and share with your friends. I'll try to put the whole documentation in the description below, so you can follow the exact thing, and also I'll give you the prompts in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe for more. Bye.